much for checking out that first video with stances. If you did check out that first video, you do know that this next video is going to be all about punches, okay? So make sure you have your energy ready as we really start to dive into what Kickfit is going to be all about. So you have your 6 traditional punches here that we practice with kickboxing and just in Kickfit in general, okay? Now, first things first, we want to go ahead and get in that stance, all right? Remember, I'm right-handed, all right? So I am going to be in an orthodox stance. So I'm gonna have my left foot in front, my right foot back, my right hand up, my left hand just slightly in front, okay? And when I do each one of these punches, I will do it in both orthodox and in southpaw so everybody can see, okay? So our first punch is our jab, all right? And our jab is gonna be number 1. Not only will I say the punch, but I'll give you the number in the series, okay? So for our jab, we're standing in our stance, knees nice and bent, all right? Knees nice and bent, all right? And with that jab, you wanna make sure you turn that lead hand out. As I'm doing that, I'm rotating my hip, I'm keeping my right hand up into that punch, I'm retracting it out, and then I'm pulling it back, okay? So I'm turning both my lead foot and my hip out into that punch. The more I turn that hip, the more I can get into that punch. So if I turn the face y'all now, we got the jab, boom, rotating that foot out, rotating the hip. That is our number 1. Our number 2, and before I do that, let me switch over here to our southpaw. So once again, here's our southpaw jab, boom. All right, turning out the hip, rotating the shoulder, bam. All right, so there's a jab, our 1. All right, our number 2 is going to be our cross, okay? So our cross is gonna come from our rear hand, our power hand. Same concepts as our lead, all right? You're gonna pop it out, we're gonna turn the hip, we're gonna rotate the shoulder, opposite hand still gonna be up protecting the face, all right? So our 2 comes from our backhand. This is our more powerful punch. Putting more into the hip, it also travels a little bit farther as well. All right, so we're gonna hop over here to southpaw, our 2, boom, boom. All right, now, going back to our original stance, we're gonna do our 3. Our 3 is our lead hook, okay? So for your lead hook, make sure, all right, you're keeping your elbow flat like it's laying down on the desk, and you're coming across right in front, all right? So we got our lead hook, which is our 3. Coming across, boom, we're gonna face you, lead 3. All right, and we're gonna switch and go to our southpaw, lead 3. All right, notice how my arm is nice and flat, my fist is coming across, and I'm hitting with my knuckles, okay? All right, now we have our 4, which is our rear hook. Our 4 is our rear hook. All right, knees nice and bent, good stance, coming from that rear hand, making sure you're turning your hips into the punch. All right, facing you, 4. Our rear hook, keeping that opposite hand up, turning those hips. Southpaw. There we go, good. All right, and now finishing up with our uppercuts. And the way I'll do this is I'll do our front and rear together with these, okay? So lead uppercut, and make sure you bend those knees, pop that fist up, all right? The Mike Tyson special, all right? Uppercut, bending the knee, rotating the hip out and driving up, right into our rear. Same thing. All right, facing you, lead uppercut, 1, 2. All right, now out of southpaw. Lead, rear. Let me give you a side angle as well. Knees bend, popping up. All right, so those are our 6 traditional punches. I'll give you all 6 out of southpaw and then orthodox. 1, jab, 2, cross, 3, lead hook, 4, rear hook, 5, lead uppercut, 6, rear uppercut. Now out of southpaw. 1, lead jab, 2, lead cross, 3, lead hook, 4, lead hook, 5, lead uppercut, and 6, rear uppercut. And that is all our 6 of our punches. And if you've watched all the way to the end, you know kicks are coming next.